this is game over. Game over. You might be wondering what I'm talking about, but you're about to find out very soon. Still on justice for Mohbad. So, not so long ago, Wumi's sister, Karimo, she came out with tears. That's because something dropped. And what dropped shook her so much that she said, okay, if this is going to court, I have to start preparing my defense. And she also realized that she could even lose her license in the United States. Now, let us take it back to Mohbad's father. Let us take it back to the event surrounding the demise of Mohbad. And of course, acquaintances, business partners, boss, employer, employee, whatever it is, every of those people around Mohbad, you are about to be blown away. When we thought that everything was going to kind of dwindle, like there will be nothing much of justice for Mohbad, let them just go and bury him and that's the end of it. When we thought it was coming to an end, like, oh, this is injustice, not because we had that pre-thought or notion, or we've already established within ourselves, this is who must go down for the demise of Mohbad. And as long as that person is walking around freely, we are not happy. No, that's not what we are. We are for justice. And when you're seeking justice, you do not in any way try to kind of manipulate. You do not in any way trying to impose. You just want to have a free thought, free mind towards the journey that you are on. And on this justice for Mohbad, we have said it times without number that we are not for Mohbad's father. We are not for Mohbad's mother. Neither are we for Mohbad's siblings. We are not for them. We are strictly for justice for Mohbad. And anything that is out of that, we will not associate with it. That is why issues started coming up from the camp that were dedicated, more sentimental. To them, justice is about supporting one person against the other, which eventually, it becomes what they call fracas, because it is not about who is alive, moving around, not saying the truth. It is about that person that is no longer here with us. It is about justice, because justice for one is justice for all. Like I said, you're about to be blown away. I do not want to give you any hint. I just want this to drop on you like you will be blown off your feet. This world is full of wickedness. It is so full of wickedness that you might wonder, you will really wonder to what end. Why is it that human beings are this bad? How come human beings are this wicked? Why? Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because it's about to get explosive.
Tó fi wá jáde lọ, mo rò pé ibi tó wà yẹn náà kò wà comfortable, tún ní láti ní kó lọ pe àdúrà wá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi ni.
ẹ jẹ́ láàgùn jìnnà ibi tó ti mú ìyá yẹn tó sọ pé ọkọ kúkú kó everybody as at that time wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí pé àwọn cartel àbáwọn industry gods kankan. And another thing tẹ́ ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ write off òun sọ pé àárín yẹn mo fẹ́ filẹ̀ until it gets to that stage. Ó lè jẹ́ gbogbo ìtọ́ fi sájáde lóru yẹn Mohbad ó ti jáde láyé. They rushed to go and pick somebody. Bóyá èèyàn kan lọ pé ẹni yẹn lóhun ò lè wá, kò sí wọn ṣe máa débẹ̀ lọ́n lọ gbé onítọ̀, maybe a nurse or something làwọn boys yẹn lọ gbé. But we will get to know everything very soon. Òun sọ pé àárín yẹn àti lè débẹ̀, nobody can say. Driver yẹn kò lè determine bóyá èèyàn kan tẹ̀lé wọn wọlé àbí ó lè jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni spending ti suggest nurse tó wà nítòsí ibẹ̀ yẹn tó lọ gbé. Òun lọ fi retain nurse yẹn tó fi retain spending. And nurse yẹn wá dé, ó lè jẹ́ truly nurse yẹn inject Mohbad tó tọ́. But ohun tó gbé dání kó tó di pé nurse yẹn dé, èèyàn kan ti ṣọṣẹ́ sí Mohbad lára. Ẹ ti understand? so nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn
ó yé mi sà.
tó ambush yẹ páńpẹ́ lọ dẹ fún ó dẹ̀ rọ́ọ̀lù tó tọ́ ẹ ti understand so that power play àárín yẹn òun ni I think they are beginning to see pé Sangbafo somebody play the part somebody it's going to be very difficult to come to conclusion because the way even the Darosha has been silent láti joy pẹ̀lú countenance ẹ̀ gan something is fishy ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí a yẹn ń bẹ̀ gbogbo eré tó sá lórí pé ó ń protect àdúrà káàkiri kó má sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn you cannot tell me you don't want àdúrà to say òun wà involved so àdúrà knew who were involved ẹni tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ dárúkọ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀fẹ́ tó bá dárúkọ ìsídà ìyá yẹn àbí Darosha apart from the Wunmi story the Wunmi part òun níbi tí wọ́n ti há and ibẹ̀ ẹ má gbàgbé pé gbogbo yín ò kàn fọkàn sí ni owó fíìmù orin Mohbad ṣì ń pa owó wọlé àkáǹtì kan dẹ̀ lówó yẹn ń wọ̀ láti jọjọ́ yìí dollars dẹ̀ ni I want to believe that àwọn yẹn lọ ná owó yẹn láti máa fi block gbogbo ohun tá à ń ṣe but owó tó ń ná yẹn wọ́n ti ná débi pé ó ti rù pa cause èmi ò rí àwọ̀ pé ya Mohbad àtàdúrà yẹn mi ò rí àwọ̀ pé wọ́n ti ẹ̀wà òkè rárá bóyá wá ń fa drug ló fi rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o èmi ò wá kà pé alágbára kan.
ọ̀gbìn yọ̀mí ó dà ìpọ́wọ́ ọlá òsì lára wọn ó dà ìpọ́wọ́ ọlá òsì lára wọn ni.
no pẹ̀lú orin pẹ̀lú gbogbo bí wọ́n ti lọ́n gẹ̀ẹ́tì costume ẹ̀ bá orin music yẹn ẹni tó tún sponsor music yẹn tó bá yẹ pọ́ ọlọ́pàá gidi tá èèyàn fẹ́ wọ àwọn pàǹtí yẹn kọ́nà fún àwọn tiwa láàyè ni ibi tó ti ń rí owó tó ti ń kọrin because music video tó ń ṣe yẹn kò ń ṣeré ọmọdé o ibi tó ti rí owó yẹn tó fi ń ṣe orin yẹn la fẹ́ mọ̀ ta ló dẹ̀ channel wo ló fi ń pín orin yẹn because wọ́n wá ṣe àdúrà yẹn bí upcoming wọ́n ti ń lo channel platform nígbà tí wọ́n ti wà establish lòun náà ṣe pé kò sí ni irinṣẹ́ yẹn wà nílẹ̀ ta ló dẹ̀ ní handle irinṣẹ́ gbogbo orin Mohbad lọ́wọ́ tó fi ń pín orin yẹn.
Darosha ni.
So something is wrong somewhere so until taba go deep àmọ́ ohun tí ìyá yẹn ń jà fún and don't be surprised kì máa sọ̀rọ̀ lápá bẹ̀ yẹn ìyá yẹn apart from good something pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ DNA it has to be resolved that woman no ntẹ́mi rí yẹn o I know what I'm saying I know what I am clearly saying àdúrà tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn it might be in the same clique pẹ̀lú Darosha yẹn o tó fi succumb but ikú lé ní Mohbad kú 101%. 101%. Okay. Bego tells son Darosha Wunmi has all the info. So gbogbo orin tó ti ń stream tá n play láti ọjọ́ yìí gbogbo Ronaldo wẹ̀ tá n play tó jẹ́ direct orin Mohbad ṣèbó ní bóyá ń gba owó ẹ̀ ṣèbó níbi táwọn dollars yẹn tó stream sí because owó tó fi ń block ká níbi tẹ́rù ti wà ńlẹ̀ ni wọ́n lè rí mi nípa bẹ́ẹ̀ but n tó fi ń kọ́nà mi pọ̀ o tó fi stage tó fi ń gbélé ìdíje tó ń gbé tọ̀hún dìde yẹn ó ti pọ̀ kọjá kiri ẹ̀kọ́ package pé kà tẹ̀lé fọ́mátì ló ń fún yín má tẹ̀lé o I go tell you people for free I go tell you guys for free.
Ọgùyọ̀mí ẹnìkan sọ̀rọ̀ kan nígbà kan tí mo dẹ̀ di ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mú dè ní wọ́n ní tó bá jẹ́ pé irú Darosha yẹn pé àbúrò bàbá ló jẹ́ ni wípé màmá Mohbad á ti succumb tipẹ́tipẹ́ wípé bọ̀ torí pé Darosha jẹ́ àbúrò ìyá Mohbad wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé gbogbo owó Mohbad tó ń wọlé ọ̀dọ̀ Darosha ló ń bọ́ sí so ìdí nìyẹn tí ìyá Mohbad ò ṣe tí bàbá Mohbad ò ṣe jọ ìyá Mohbad lójú tó jẹ́ pé ó dúró tán ni pé Darosha àwọn làwọn ní winning side àwọn làwọn ń gbowó wọlé so kò dẹ̀ sí pààtì bàbá kankan tó wà pẹ̀lú Mohbad rárá gbogbo àwọn sáìdì ìyá Mohbad òun ló wà lọ́dọ̀ Mohbad wọ́n ní reason yẹn tí ìyá Mohbad ò fi ju apálẹ̀ fún bàbá Mohbad ó ti wò pé àwọn làwọn kúkú ń gbowó wọlé.
àdúrà yẹn sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ ń jẹ ṣáìsì ni pé ń jẹ ṣáìsì ni cause it's not going nowhere. máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́dún tí kú Mohbad wá nìyẹn má dùn ẹ̀wọ́ ọba kan ẹ̀wọ́ cartel ẹ̀wọ́ irọ́ ní gbogbo yẹn ẹ̀bọ́ lẹ́ńbẹ̀ tàbá ti wọ́n ẹni tó sponsor àdúrà orin ẹ̀ ẹni yẹn lọ́wọ́ ní kú Mohbad ẹni tó sponsor orin àdúrà ẹni yẹn lọ́wọ́ ní kú Mohbad nítorí tẹ́ bá ti mọ ẹni tó sponsor ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe gbọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹni yẹn lọ́wọ́ mẹ́ I can tell you for free nítorí fi ń pa àdúrà lẹ́nu mọ́ nìyẹn.
wọ́n ní gbogbo royalty ọkùnrin ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní gbogbo royalty $20
ojú ló ń kọ́rù wọn yẹn kò bọ̀ kó nǹkan lóye kó wà ní pátì Mohbad.
tó ń kọjú fẹ́ síyàn lójú o ọmọ yẹn ìbàdàn ìjọ ọmọ gan tó yẹ pé ìbá máa jọ ní o.
ìyá Mohbad yẹn ọ̀tá Mohbad pátápátá ni so orin tí Mohbad kọ 10 years ago sí mọ́ mi yẹn.
tó sọ ní ọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn ọkùnrin ọ̀mí tó sọ ní kinní tá a ṣe yẹn ní conference tá a ṣe yẹn pé ọmọ nkọrin bóun yẹn oró yẹn ló sì ń gbé fọmọ yẹn.
ọlọ́run tẹ sọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad báyìí so oró yẹn then ẹni yẹn ìsìlá ìyá yẹn àbẹ́ni tó súnmọ́ ìyá yẹn ó ní connection pẹ̀lú ikú tó pa Mohbad àtọmọ yẹn ọmọ tó wà láàrin ẹ̀.
dájú ẹ máa bọ̀ ọba sista kidbos ẹ bá mi gbé bá dadi Adésínà Adébọlá wọn láwọn ní question fún ọkùnrin Yọ̀mí.
wọn send the request kò sí request.
dadi ẹ send the request.
ẹ kí n bọ́lẹ̀ fún wọn ẹ jẹ́ kí n bọ́lẹ̀ fún wọn ẹ jẹ́ n bọ́lẹ̀ fún wọn.
Ògo àgbáyé oníbàjẹ́ family tó gò méjì tó dìde ní lọ́dọ̀ wọn ó wá ń kọrin bí ẹni tó sun rárá orun ẹ̀ wá dùn lálẹ́ létí ayé.
ó ní àpálámbá àwa lápá ó láwọn làwọn pa ó ní mo mọ bó ṣe ń ṣe mí o ó ní ara ń kan mí ó ní ara ń kan mí.
èmi ò tiẹ̀ gbọ́ mi tiẹ̀ gbórí. Okay, yeah, sent it.
Oge rapper ni àdúrà yọyọ yọmí òun là ń lé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí yọmí ní sẹ yọmí ní sẹ yọmí 3 seconds yọmí. wọ́n ní rapper ni àdúrà mi náà wá yọ. Dàbí Adésínà, you are welcome, sir.
Yeah, ẹ kú
ṣe rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé
Yọmí.
ṣe rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé
Yọmí.
hello ṣe rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé the immunization ó ti wà established already everything nǹkan tó fi sọ pé wọ́n máa gbé fún àdúrà ní tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ so òun ló wà ní charge immunization wọ́n ti ní gbogbo everything tán máa fi ń produce gbogbo everything náà ti ní so wọ́n ti set up business yẹn already wọ́n dẹ̀ set up offices àwọn offices tó ń lò so àwọn nǹkan tí àti studio tí wọ́n ń lò so nǹkan tí àdúrà gbọ́kànlé nìyẹn so nǹkan tó jẹ́ kíkiri tó ṣe easy fún mi láti máa kọrin àti láti máa bọ̀bọ́ ẹ̀ ti ra gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́tò ló ti rà ló ti
sẹ́yìn. ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ ni ó ní I don't know why they don't want me to continue. You cannot continue until you tell us what pa Mohbad. Daddy ẹ máa bèrè question yìí sọ.
ọmọ yẹn ọgbọ́n náà.
Prince ó dẹ̀ wáyé káwọn ẹ̀.
Hello Yọmí.
Okay, Daddy Adésínà ẹ̀rọ sàn.
Yeah, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o. Ẹ kú àtàárọ̀. There is this question fẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Yọmí. Yọmí, when did Mohbad die?
Officially ni àbí báwo? Ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀?
When did Mohbad die? When? Which day and what date?
According to police bulletin and report, they said he died on Tuesday, 12th of September 2023.
And according to Iya Mohbad, when did he die?
Iya Mohbad was initially mentioning Monday.
Now, which day are we to believe now? Because when you are talking about this nurse, I don't think you people should be going around that part at all. Because Mohbad died on Monday, the nurse came home on Tuesday. Who did the nurse treated?
Àwọn tí nullify ẹ̀ akọ̀nbá òun la ṣe ń gbàjọba kó pé it's a shame on Lagos State government. Okay, a shame on the Lagos State Police Command. If Baba Omo to testify to us the post to an affidavit pé on the level of Okunsin, ìyá náà ti sọ ó ti dárúkọ Monday on different occasions, and then ẹ̀yin wá gbọ́ ogbó yẹn pẹ̀lú investigation ẹ̀ wá padà lọ́bẹ̀ ẹ̀yin náà maintain 12. Meanwhile, driver tó sọ̀rọ̀ ní corona inquest lately, I can tell you for free, there is almost a big chance pé the same thing ló ti fún ọlọ́pàá láti 2023. Tó bá dẹ̀ sọ pé Mohbad bleed ó rush jáde ní 3 a.m. on the 11th. What is the follow-up consequence? Jẹ́ Mohbad wá bleed láti 3 a.m. láti on the 11th títí di ìjọ kejì on the 12th kí náà tó dé ni. How did they stop the wound? It is still showing that Nigerian police, particularly Lagos State Police Command, which is Panti, they have done some certain things that are terrible, which is tantamount to injustice to Mohbad, by not doing a complete and comprehensive investigation. And when they even got new lead, they refused to take a step. And we don't check out the 30-second video. So the nurse is, to me, is like one stage here. What take the fault? If you don't tell you, the cheapest one is to say nurse told you, she should know. Àwọn èèyàn tí máa gbójú kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ju wọ́n kàn sọ pé Mohbad kọ́ dédé collapse ó dẹ̀ lọ how torí tó bá ṣe autopsy ọ̀tọ̀ ni tó máa mú jáde so ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan nìyẹn.
And don't you think we should not be going by this narrative of business? Don't you think?
No, like you're sorry, we're not going by it again.
But you people continue saying it that not Siwagunlabere, not Ishekinekon. You people continue saying it.
Do you understand? Only what is solid to one official. So when we repeat that, is that I think on or she it make sense. But yeah,
okay.
It make sense. I better know and so preposterous, sir. It's preposterous.
Okay.
But yeah, Gulabere, Tinos, yẹn bá wá tó tọ́ on the 11th yẹn ló wá. Ó ṣe 12 kan parọ́ yẹn.
Yeah, but
òótọ́ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nọ́ọ̀sì bá tiẹ̀ yọjú which one pé àwọn ọmọ afẹ́ make attempt costage enough nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn wà lọ́n the 12th ìgbà tó ti yíwọ́ tán lọ́wọ́ pé kí lọ́wọ́ lọ́ lè pa support the 12th ló wá ó wá débẹ̀ báyìí ẹni tó gbé story yẹn lẹ̀ bó ṣe wà yẹn ó lè jẹ́ ó ti kú báyẹn tó bá wọn kọ script yẹn ó lè ti kú àbí kí àdánwò ayé ti bà báyìí nǹkan yẹn ni mo mọ̀ dájú ìyẹn lè ti kú dànù.
ó mọ̀ pé ṣé DPO àbí tí ló kọ ọmọ máa tó wọ́n ẹ̀ di kéèsì ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ló ti kú yẹn. ṣe DCC àbí kí lẹ́yìn porúkọ ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ló ti kú yẹn náà. DCP ọ̀pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kọ́ bá wọn kọ òun ló sọ̀rọ̀ bleed profusely òun lọ́wọ́ ka kínní yẹn lọ́wọ́ bá wọn package ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà òun lọ́wọ́ bá lọ náà. Like without investigation ọ̀pọ̀ yẹn ò ṣe investigation lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kó lead investigation team yẹn láti lọ ṣe investigation case yẹn which is òun tí ò ṣe òun kọ́ gbọ́ shift tó kọ́ fún òun ló fi kọ́ press statement tó ṣe and that was the only press statement táwọn ọlọ́pàá tó ṣe láyọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì Mohbad láti only press statement.
bàbá Mohbad gan gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ yìí ọjọ́ mọ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni ẹ má máa tọ́ra yín and part of the things tó fi mú bàbá yẹn lẹ̀ ni pé ìwọ gan tó lọ sí òkú without the express approval of the toxicologist it is a complete offence. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ́yìn bàbá yẹn ò tako láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ ti understand òun ṣe pé bàbá yẹn ò mọ̀ pé level ni Mohbad kú until tó bá sọ fún wa at what point làwọn ṣe mọ̀ pé Mohbad kú lọ́n the level ká gbọ́ ẹ wá mọ̀ pé he knew all along ẹ rí i pé ọ̀ọ́dẹ̀ tún yà sí díẹ̀ mọ̀ bàbá tó wá justice nìyẹn.
But àdúrà fúnra ẹ sọ pé ẹni tó bá sọ pé òun rí Mohbad after 12 lọ́n the 11th yẹn pé irọ́ lolúwẹ̀ pa.
Òwò ẹ̀rọ ti ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ó ní ẹni tó bá lóun rí ó ṣì ń play safe náà ni wọ́n á dé orí ó lè lọ́wọ́ àdúlé lókè.
No pé wọn ò rí rárá ló mean wípé wọn ò rí rárá wípé ẹni tó bá sọ pé òun rí after 12 pẹ̀lú olólù ọ̀pá that means pé ó ti kú so kò sẹ́ni bọ̀dì fún adọ́ kóhun rí n tó mí nìyẹn.
tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ gidi tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fọlọ́pàá àní ohun tó mí nìyẹn but tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti go further tí ò ti attest sí pé ó ti kú ẹ̀ lè ló fún it's not his statement it's not his statement tó ti yẹ kọ́ mọ̀ sọ. so àwọn tó yẹ kó probe further àwọn tó yẹ pé the same thing náà dẹ̀ ló sọ fọlọ́pàá it means that the police don investigate láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn àwọn ọmọ ni wọ́n ṣe ojúlówó ìkà àti injustice and we should hold them accountable. ẹ ti ẹni sáà.
yà mú gbọ́.
ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ọgbọ́n nìyẹn because kò sẹ́ni tó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní rí statement táwọn everybody kọ́ until téèyàn bá sún àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn sí court tó bá sún wọn sí court.
hello mẹ́mi ẹjọ́ la ẹ̀ka sàn. hello ẹ̀ka sàn o sàwọn àlekún gbogbo mùsùlùmí tó àmì sàwọn àlekún àwọn kìí ṣe ẹ̀ka sàn ẹ wo gbogbo script tí wọ́n kọ yẹn ṣe wàhálà irọ́ ni wàhálà tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn industry gan ló wọlé wá pa ọmọ yẹn wàhálà Wùmí nǹkan tí Wùmí ó ti fi àwa public fi dá lára lójú èyí tí ń dá lọ kí ló ṣiṣẹ́ òun ló pa kẹ̀ òun ló pa àwọn ẹnìkan lè wá kún lọ́wọ́ kí wọ́n ṣe àwọn ritual kan lò àwọn nǹkan tó fẹ́ lò lára ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ritual tiwọn o ikú tó fẹ́ pa ọmọ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ kan ló pa Wùmí ló bàjá ló pa tẹbi ẹ ṣàgbọ́ ẹgbọ́ pàtí inú fídíò inú 3 second video ẹ gbọ́ kan tí sọ mọ́ ṣèwé o.
lifestyle go confirm pé voice ẹ ni even gan bọ̀bọ̀ ìgò confirm ó dà pé bọ̀bọ̀ Zomo yẹn ó confirm pé voice Wùmí ni voice.
yẹ pé voice ẹ ni.
ẹ ó confirm kò dárúkọ ẹ ó ní voice madam ni.
ṣé madam méjì wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn.
yes now.
ó ní sí wẹ́ẹ̀
kọ́. ó yé wa bọ̀bọ̀ alẹ́ ló gba òun náà àti dárúkọ ni.
ṣé ẹ rí ẹyẹ sọ́kàn fún ẹyẹ ò mọ ọmọ yẹn ṣé ẹ rí ọmọ yẹn ó burú ju bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí lọ yẹn lọ. ní àárín àwọn gáàsì yẹn it's like a mafia community. ọmọ yẹn burú gan very strong girl baby both physically Curtis ni yẹn both physically ultra the way he
spiritually
accept among them. ọmọ yẹn burú gan wọ́n bẹ̀rù ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà yẹn o ẹ̀ ní gbogbo wọn dákẹ́ ni ó máa mú ẹni tó ọmọ yẹn burú gan o mo sọ pé ẹ̀dá ẹgbẹ́jọ́ sísè kí ọmọ yẹn máa ṣì máa fojú gbogbo wọn ní bó ṣe wà yẹn tó máa fojú gbogbo ẹ̀ ní wọ́n yẹn ń fi ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀gán làkàlàkà ni. ọmọ oríwọ́
ẹ wo Mohbad gan sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tí inú fídíò tàbí rẹ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ gan bá wúmà yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní ẹ̀ tẹ̀ pariwo ó ní ẹ̀ pariwo.
kí lè sọ kó ọmọ yẹn òun ẹ̀ rí ẹ̀ dúró ọmọ yẹn dúró ó ti sọ fún wa láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé only 3 years lẹ́ máa fi pariwo ọmọ yẹn sọ only 3 years lẹ́ máa fi pariwo 2 years àti lọ sí 2 years báyìí ẹ̀ lè ṣe ń pariwo lọ.
The prince.
Yes.
Ìtàkùn ní ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ìtàkùn ṣùgbọ́n the only person tèmi tó máa ń dùn mí fún tí mo dẹ̀ rò pé òun ló yẹ kó jẹ́ kó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin rere tó yẹ kó jẹ́ òun ni ìyàwó yẹn sẹ̀ àní tí àwọn fámìlì àwọn
à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ burúkú ìwọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin rere à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ burúkú ọ̀nà ó sọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin rere kẹ̀.
nítorí obìnrin ni mí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀. obìnrin ni mí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé obìnrin family yẹn fẹ́ ìwọ external body ní ẹ ọwọ́ afẹ́ wá ni you have every right láti dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé o mọ anything nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó o bá mọ nǹkan kan o òun ló ṣe dàbẹ́ ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà fẹ́ ní kọ́lọ́fínú láti ọ̀dọ̀ ìyàwó. I'm not sorry to say this. ẹ má ka kọ́mẹ̀ntì ẹni yìí jáde ẹjọ́ ẹ má ka kọ́mẹ̀ntì ẹni yìí jáde ẹjọ́.
ọmọ yẹn kó lè déèyàn létí ìfọ̀tí ẹni ọmọ yẹn ó rí bó ṣe máa ń rẹ̀ yìí bó ṣe rí ni rí nǹkan tó ti wọṣọ black tó ti lo kí ló máa ń pe scarf tó máa ń lò yẹn green scarf tó ń lò yẹn rí bó ṣe rí ń bẹ̀ yẹn ni.
ó ti ẹ̀fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kan lọ́wọ́ kid boss prince. ẹ má bínú o kó mo fẹ́ digress ni àríwọ́ bọ́ta ó testify against wọn nù gbogbo nǹkan tó wá testify yẹn pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ṣe é sìn níbo la ti fẹ́ lò báwo ló fẹ́ wúlò ṣó sì dúró lórí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ń ṣe yẹn ṣó sì dúró lórí nǹkan tó sọ against wọn nígbà yẹn pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé òdìwé tán rí.
In my own opinion, it's just my own opinion and my own observation about what is going on and response and body language and the way she is presenting herself regarding this case. Nǹkan tẹ́mi notice ni pé ṣe rí àwọn nǹkan tí
bàbá sáàpù fún wa gí kò dáa látàlá lórí.
Nǹkan tí tẹ́mi notice ni pé ọmọ ẹ Karimo jókòó dọ́pọ̀ ló kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà ẹ̀ tó kọ́ purọ́ fáwọn èèyàn initially tí wàhálà fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọmọ ẹ Karimo jókòó study everybody lórí social media gbàtọ́ study everybody lórí social torí ẹ̀pọ̀ nǹkan tá à ń sọ lórí social media òun ló kọ̀ wá ń support pé yes tòótọ́ ni iye pé bóyá ó gbé new narrative kankan wá or new evidence kankan wá or new voice note or new video.
Ó sọ̀rọ̀ release.
Àti ń sọ náà àwọn tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ release náà lò àwọn tí ń sọ lórí social media ó kọ̀ sọ pé ó ya ọmọ ni àrí video evidence àrí picture evidence pé tòótọ́ inú ilé Mohbad ní release ti ya ọmọ ẹ̀.
Kí ló ń gbọ́dọ̀ wá sọ tó fi wá síbi tó pọ̀ kí ló ń tó mú wá gangan.
Wọ́n ní kọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ náà ni pé kàtà tí ń sọ lórí social media ló ń kọ̀ wá sọ pé yes tòótọ́ ni kò sí pé ń gbé kò ní ní information kankan tó gbé wá.
Èwo nú ẹ̀ let's talk about it.
Yeah, ó ń gbogbo àpàtàwọn èèyàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé gbogbo àwọn story táwọn èèyàn ń sọ ń ta ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ sí sọ nǹkan tó kàn ń sọ gbogbo táwọn èèyàn ti ń sọ lórí social media náà ló náà kàn wá support that's kan tẹ́mi rí nípa ẹ̀ nìyẹn. tó pàtó sọ̀rọ̀ release yẹn báwo ló ya ọmọ what is evidence and if I show passport.
wọ́n ní booking ìjọsẹ̀ ti already sọ̀rọ̀ release.
She was invited to come and testify.
Wọ́n ti pẹ́ náà.
Jẹ́ gbọ́ mi.
Bí ẹ
wọ́n kọ́ tó fẹ́ kó wá testify fún ní court tó fi sọ́mọ̀ nẹ̀ wọ́n sàvẹ̀.
Àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ ìlú ẹjẹ́ bá ìgbà tó tóun ti jáde tó rẹ̀ ni mọ̀ pé ọmọ ìyá ẹ̀ ni tó dà pé òun kan táwọn èèyàn náà ti sọ lórí social media pé òun náà ó support ọ̀rẹ́ ní tòótọ́ ni look at ìgbà tó send 3 second videos pé jọ bá mi confirm bóyá ilé Mohbad lélẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ confirm tó yẹ kó confirm ni kìí ṣọ́kọ́ ló ṣe investigation yẹn jáde kìí ṣọ́kọ́ ló ní evidence yẹn so àwọn kan tó wá ṣe lórí social media nìyẹn náà so àwọn kan táwọn ti ń sọ lọ.
gbogbo ìgbà yẹn wèrè ẹ̀ ò bá mi sọ pé kò lè jádùúrà o kò yẹ yín.
àní àwọn ọmọ tí a mọ gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe ó fẹ́ da kéèsì rú ni so nǹkan tó ń ṣe náà nìyẹn láti nǹkan tó ń ṣe ìgbà tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ìyèkúdí àwọn kan táwọn Ìyèkúdí ti ń sọ náà ló lè sọ pé yẹ ètò nìkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ ó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Bukky Jesse ó lọ sọ́dọ̀ olórí ẹbí ó lọ sí Gbégbá ó lọ sọ àwọn kan táwọn èèyàn ti ń sọ kóṣẹ́ náà làwọn èèyàn ń throw back sí pé Karimo ń gbọ́ kí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ bá tó tọ́ ni tó nìkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ tó tọ́ nǹkan tó mi rí tó wá ṣe nìyẹn lọ́tọ́ mi rí tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ kò mú anything new tó kọ́ sọ pé òun máa gbé òun á sọ òun ní information dání òun ní information gbogbo nǹkan táwọn èèyàn ti ń sọ investigation táwọn èèyàn ti ṣe in the past ló kọ̀ wá testify sí pé tòótọ́ ni but bí tẹ́mi ti wá ń bọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀rù ti wá tẹ́mi fi pé ẹ̀rù ti ń bà ni pé bóyá CCTV bá jáde or any video or voice note kan bá jáde bóyá bá sípètè lè jáde ń bẹ̀ bó ṣe ń plánù pé wọ́n á ṣe báyìí wọ́n á ṣe báyìí bákan tó ń bà lẹ́rù.
No, n tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ojú pé bóyá bí ẹbí bàbá ẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa ó lè jáwọn yẹn ló pè ó lè tún lùzọ̀ kó jẹ́ pé somebody in the other family pé kí ni ohun tó fẹ́ gbà ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀ sí understand kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di dàkúdà.
Ṣé ká burú ẹ̀ ṣẹ́ wọn?
Ó yẹ o tún mú yẹ ẹ.
Ṣé pé àbúrò yẹ náà wà ń bẹ̀? Ṣé pé àbúrò yẹ wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ̀ ìdárúkọ wúmà tí ẹnìkan lọ Ìyátúndé yẹ tó sọ pé ọwọ́ Wùmí yá ni tó lọ́wọ́ Wùmí yẹn náà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà pé yẹn mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ according to náà wọ́n níyẹn máa ń wà nílé wọn tọ́nà sọ sọ́lárì fún yẹn àdóyún.
ẹ tiẹ̀ lé mọ̀ gbogbo àwọn fídíò tó padà jáde tó ń ṣòro ọmọ tí kẹ̀ ẹ́ jẹ they are build up materials to corroborate what actually transpired to have Mohbad fúnra ẹ̀ náà ò sọ̀rọ̀ kàtẹ́ẹ̀lì pé kàtẹ́ẹ̀lì kan ló léwu pa lady kó tó lè sọ pé o fẹ́ pa mí àbí tó bá pa mí ṣe àwọn pọ́tọ̀ ni pé kí èèyàn rí ẹ bá jọ nígbà kẹ́ máa búra yín o fẹ́ pa ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kẹ́ni ẹ ti lọ kó tún make mention pé aṣọ tí mo ní mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ fi kàn mí lórí mọ́ tí mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ́ òun ló tún gbé sí mi lórí ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó yẹ pé tó bá pa mí gbogbo ìdílé yín kọkùnrin tó lè máa sọ pé obìnrin fẹ́ pa òun ọkùnrin ò kì í sọ pé obìnrin fẹ́ pa òun ọkùnrin máa náà máa na obìnrin pa ni ohun tó bá ti mú ọkùnrin máa sọ pé ó fẹ́ pa mí ó ti dójú góńgó ni o àti ọ̀rọ̀ sáà ó ti dójú góńgó ó kọ́ jẹ́ pé Nigerian police wọ́n wà gbogbo tó ti accuse yìí ó yẹ èyí tó accuse náà má lè kó ẹni tó bá jà last tó dẹ̀ ti accuse pẹ̀lú fídíò wọ́n fọwọ́ bò yẹn ẹni tó ti bá ṣe tipẹ́ tí ò rí for a long time tó ti dárúkọ tipẹ́ lọ́nà gbé ṣe ni pé wèrè ni wọ́n á lè.
mọ́kàn tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ṣe nígbà tí Mohbad tó make àwọn fídíò yẹn tó bá ti make fídíò yẹn tán ó máa ń sẹ́yìn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ kan ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tó ń sẹ́yìn sí yẹn olórí release àwọn fídíò yẹn lẹ́yìn kọ̀ọ̀kan gbà tí jẹ́ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ń sẹ́yìn sẹ́nìkan ẹnìyẹn ló ń fọ́ ló ń jọ àwọn fídíò yẹn jáde Wùmí gan mọ tí most of àwọn fídíò yẹn gan wà tó Wùmí gan bó ṣe wà ẹ kò mọ owó ẹni tí fídíò kankan wà bóyá evidence wà lọ́wọ́ anybody kankan.
ẹ bọ̀ tí kílódé tọ́lọ́pàá ṣe máa fi ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi kílódé tọ́lọ́pàá máa fi gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ilẹ̀.
wọ́n ní pé ó ti bribe ẹni yẹn wọ́n ní ó ti bribe ẹni yẹn ó ti bribe ẹni yẹn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ jáde mọ́ Wùmí máa gbogbo ẹ̀ ọmọ yẹn ẹ sọ pé Wùmí tó jiná tó jóná bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn Wùmí assassin vrai lọmọ yẹn.
You see, he was saying that to Wunmi. Only he was saying that to Wunmi because Wunmi itself was a member and accessory of cultists. Nígbà táwọn NDL wá bá wọn jà, Wunmi náà yáwọ́ against àwọn NDL àbí kankan. Ó tún dé stage kan.
Wọ́n ló fẹ́ gbàgbọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn náà.
Nígbà tó fẹ́ attack Mohbad tún sọ pé Wunmi wà láàrin àwọn tó attack òun. There is a video. Ó sọ pé Wunmi wà láàrin wọn, Cynthia wà láàrin wọn, ó ń dárúkọ ẹ̀ báyìí. Ó ń dárúkọ àwọn Malia, ó ń dárúkọ wọn. So at the end of the day, I don't know how they spent this whole stuff because even the Naira Marley tells us, okay, industry kìíní he has been able to come and say, I want to learn ẹnìkan lọ bùsọ kí n tòun jọ́ òun ti rí gbẹ̀yìn.
Exactly, táwọn ẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ wá sọ pé Marley àwọn àǹbẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ wọn dẹ̀ máa padà wá sọ́dọ̀ òun but presently àwọn èèyàn tó wà nílé lẹ́ máa lọ dìímú náà àwọn ẹ̀ ló máa sọ pé
ó ní àtàwọn tó yìn fàìtì ẹ̀kún sí o ó látàwọn tó yìn fàìtì ẹ̀kún sí o.
ọkùnrin mi ò orúkọ ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti bàjẹ́ àti bí kò ṣe lè máa ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe mọ́ ní àwùjọ ṣé kò ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti bóyá kó sùn fámìlì yìí kó dẹ̀ ṣọ́ pé òun rí justice fún ọmọ yìí after tóun ti fèèlẹ̀ lójú ayé ẹ̀ failing tí mò ń sọ dẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀mọ̀ wọn jà ó kúrò wọ́n yapa and all that ṣé ẹ feel pé ó yẹ kí Naira Marley gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́ torí tí Naira Marley yẹn bó ṣe ó ní voice ó ní àwọn èèyàn ó mọ èèyàn ó lówó is something he can actually pursue if he really wants to at least to clear himself of all of this mess tó bá jẹ́ pé kó gbéyàwó tó bá yẹ pé kó gbé bàbá as a matter of fact tó bá yẹ kó gbé gbogbo family kálẹ̀ mi ní ṣá o maybe it's what I can do.
Ibi tẹ́mi ti sọ pé iṣẹ́ ń bọ́ mi a ní láti deceive ara wa.
Well done, sir.
The truth of the matter is this wípé Mohbad ti ń lóru voice Naira Marley and he is beginning to gather momentum. Owó wo màmá bẹ́ẹ̀ láàrin ọ̀gá sọmọṣẹ́. He will become a person of interest. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì bẹ̀, there might be likelihood kó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ìgbà tí Mohbad ti fi ń kọrin tó ń bú wọn tó ń shade wọn directly and indirectly until ìgbà tó fi lọ kọ thief. Ẹni pé Wùmí yóò kì í fẹ́ gbọ́ thief yẹn, wọ́n ní kò kì í fẹ́ gbọ́. Orin yẹn, why is Naira going down under normal investigation? And tó bá fẹ́ ṣe òótọ́ pẹ̀lú investigation, ó lè wá pé this could be a motive for you, you know. Ó lè jẹ́ ó tún lè jẹ́ pé one of the reasons tó fi sọ pé wọ́n ti mú ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad yẹn sẹ́nu tó ti mú sọ́wọ́, but by the time tó máa fi gbẹ̀mí ẹ̀ somebody took a different route láti gbẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ó wá lọ mọ́ àwọn yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀ torí pé àwọn yẹn náà wọ́n fẹ́ rí mí ẹ̀ láàtọ̀ mọ́. Do you understand? Ibi tí ẹ̀rí ọkàn tí lè jẹ́ yẹn pé jẹ́ n pursue holistically pé let me seek judicial redress lọ́dọ̀ possible kò jẹ́ pé the same is or kò jẹ́ pé final instruction or kò jẹ́ pé whatever attempt anybody made in that house lastly they are carrying out instruction from that circle ló jẹ́ kó wà complicated because owó tán gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe tó fi ń block tí ó rí pé ìjọba náà èmi ò rí pé kìnnì concern ló ń ṣe no something ẹni tó yẹ pé ó wò pé I'm seeing collaboration so either way kò sí moral fibre for him to pursue it except tó bá gbéra ń sìn yìí o torí pé bó ṣe yẹ kó rí gẹ́lẹ́ nìyẹn ìyá yẹn tó pariwo orúkọ ẹ̀ Wùmí tó pariwo àwọn tó pariwo Wùmí èrò bí àwọn mi dárúkọ ẹ̀ direct but ìyá yẹn tó pariwo orúkọ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀dà is enough for him to sue kó dẹ̀ seek damages kó jẹ́ gbogbo owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ gan tó jẹ́ Mohbad gan wọn ní kọ́bọ̀ gbà mọ́ I am saying tó bá fẹ́ ṣe pé ó fẹ́ clear orúkọ ara ẹ̀ pé nǹkan tí mi mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ but ó ṣeéṣe kó jẹ́ pé lápá kan there is that instruction from that the cartel or court or whatever pé ẹ̀yin ojú bọ̀bọ̀ yìí kó dẹ̀ pé lára àwọn tó wà ní court tó ń wà ń bẹ̀ tó jẹ́ head ń bẹ̀ wọ́n wà lára àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé Mohbad káàkiri don't be surprised tó bá yẹ pé àdúrà gan wà ní court àti Darusha ẹ pé they belong ẹ̀kọ́ ti jọ wà ní ilé kan náà rí they might belong to the same court and in their court wọ́n rí pé Mohbad ó ti ń kọrin ó ti ń díṣì kínní ó ti ń kọrin oríṣiríṣi ó ti rọ́bìṣì iye àwọn dẹ̀ ti rí pé it's becoming a force I am saying kọ́ ti fún àwọn yẹn ní instruction pé kọ́ yanjú bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ instruction yẹn náà làwọn yẹn náà follow the last minute okay he quit ó lè jẹ́ òun kọ́ quit láàrin wọn and that one you are already a candidate of wọ́n máa rún ẹ pa tó bá sọ pé o denounce kó dẹ̀ pé o quit ó dẹ̀ kó gba àwọn tó kù tẹjọ wà ń sákù yẹn maybe the likes of Darusha Adura they are still in that court ó lè wà mẹ́ ó lè jẹ́ òun ló fà tí lady yẹn fi sọ pé ṣèbẹ̀ ti pa come and take your trophy she might truly love Mohbad ó jẹ́ pé ìjà tó bá jà kò ní intention pé kó kú kò ní intention gbogbo tó ti di pé Mohbad ti wíkì sílẹ̀ yẹn they saw it as an advantage to finish him up and trust me by the end of the day n tó máa fẹ́ padà já sí nìyẹn and those ones that finished him up are acting that they are obeying the instruction given to them by the leader of the court so n tó máa padà end up kò sí tẹ́wárí nìyẹn and tó bá yẹ kó yẹn ni government àtọlọ́pàá wa ń bò then they are not government and police then they are wasting they are just messing up with the life of Nigerians because kò make any sense kò make any sense and ẹ má bókù lọ lé lóró n tẹ́mi ṣì ń rí pé ó ń jọ fíìmù yẹn nìyẹn ó wà lẹ́yìn but Mohbad fúnra ẹ̀ gángan rẹ̀ you were in that house with them
Thank you.
and you should know that maybe your brother your ntọ́pẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́nkọ́ ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ they are part of the cult there ẹ̀ wá kóra yín lọ tún gbóbìnrin wọn lọ the woman was with them in that house maybe she was also a cultist too wá fẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ tiẹ̀ òun lè love her but ntọ́bìnrin máa ń dálé àtowó àti power máa ń lè so it's quite sad and Mohbad fúnra ẹ̀ náà kálọ̀ dáígì mi ẹnu ẹ̀ ò rọ̀ bóyá ẹnu ẹ̀ ò rọ̀ orin tó ń kọ yẹn ó nípọn gan ó ti yẹ yín kọ́ mọ̀ sọ.
àwọn táyì ń pọ́nlé àwọn táyì ń pọ́n fún wọn ò lè wojú àwa o àwọn tó ń ga pa sí yín tán bá rí wà wọ́n á pẹ́ rí.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ kíníkan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad yẹn ṣé àwọn pé according to information ó kó láti group kan lọ sí another group and àwọn group tó lẹ̀ ti kú yẹn lọ pé group àwọn malians yẹn ọ̀tọ̀ lọ pé bọ̀bọ̀ mali àti Zlatan ọ̀rẹ́ ni wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn náà ní issue báyìí wọn kì í bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀ so group yẹn dẹ̀ ni ó dà pé group àwọn Davido and co ló move sí yàrá pé arabi tí problem ti wà nìyẹn so okòòn ní rẹ́kọ̀ lè bẹ̀ o tún wá kúrò ní group.
mo ń jẹ́ lọ́lúwa ṣé àwọn pé CP yẹn ń jọ ẹ̀ ta lọ ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣé àwọn pé CP yẹn example tó fún wa ó fún wa lórin example ọ̀gá àti olórin ó fún wa lẹ́sàmpù olórin kan tẹ́ bá rántí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà yes sà.
olórin jùjú wo ló fún wa lẹ́sàmpù ẹ̀ àtọ̀gá ẹ̀.
King Sunny Adé.
ẹ fúnra yín látẹ̀wọ́ orí yín pé jù.
yes sir.
Àwọn tó wà àtàjọ àánú mítì rẹ̀ ló fẹ́ fún jù ẹ lọ. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ fún wa bọ̀ àwa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn òfin taratara gbọ́ torí mi ò fẹ́ ṣe ó yẹ yín ẹ̀wọ̀n kọjá mo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mi ò fẹ́ taratara gbọ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
sọ straight sà lẹ́bàá rẹ̀ àti sọ straight èmi ò fẹ́ àtàwọn àfún wa ní sample ẹ understand ẹ sọ straight pé n tó wà rẹ ẹ tó bá wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ nu mítì yẹn but gbogbo ẹ̀ náà gbogbo àtó lójú láìpẹ́ ẹ understand gbogbo àtó lójú.
life tó live bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó wọnú àwọn nǹkan gan àwa bàbá ẹ̀ gan tá a lè tẹ́lẹ̀ sí gan ó wọ àwọn nǹkan gan àwọn sáàkù tó lọ yẹn sáàkù yẹn strong gan ẹ rí i pé tẹ́wọ́n notice àwọn musician kan ní nàìjíríà ẹ máa ní wọn kàn máa quiet wọn á máa lọ ni wọn á máa lọ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọn kì í ṣe àwọn ló mọ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń rí but I want to ask a question mo yìnbọn bẹ́ẹ̀ o máa lè dá question yẹn yọ̀ mí yọ pé wà nínú entertainment industry wọ́n ní tó o bá ti belong pé wọ́n lè jẹ́ kó gbérí ní entertainment industry àná mo mọ̀ pé o lè má lè dáhùn question yẹn ná I don't know.
o lè fẹ́ mú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé kí n dáhùn àbí kí mo lè má lè dáhùn.
dáhùn torí àwọn ọmọ wa lè fẹ́ wọ entertainment industry àwọn àbúrò wa lè fẹ́ wọ bẹ̀ ká lè sọ nǹkan tó wà ń díẹ̀ fún wọn kó tó torí bọ̀.
n tó wà ń bẹ̀ ojú pé ṣé ń gbọ́ kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ pé belong kankan tá a rí rẹ́rìn kò sí belong kankan. When it comes to you becoming what you want to become, I am saying na solo ride. Nǹkan ẹ̀kọ́ tí mo kàn lè sọ ọ̀tọ̀ ni talent but talent is never enough. Nǹkan tí lápá abẹ́yẹn kẹ̀rẹ̀ rí I will also say it that you have no business with being famous if you are not ready to go spiritual. Mi ìdẹ́ni sọ jù yẹn lọ. But kọ́ọ̀tì kìíní kan gbọ́dọ̀ belong yẹn ó bò ní kò sí belong kankan. Most of us dòdò ń dá wà ní.
But mo máa ń rí most of àwọn celebrity yín àwọn tó pera àwọn celebrity wọn pera àwọn celebrity bá ṣe máa ń kíra wọn àánà àìsọmọdé nínú ayé náà àmọ́ àwọn tó ń kíra wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà.
Bàbá ibi tí a bá ti rí kámẹ́rà lọ ń kíra wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ọmọ gbogbo ara rẹ̀. Kókó bẹ̀ ni pé at the end of the day when ẹ̀wọ̀n náà pè ní kọ́ọ̀tì téèyàn márùn-ún mẹ́fà wá ti kóra wọn jọ a ní àyẹ̀fẹ́ máa kíra wa rèé láti máa protect ara wa nǹkan pé kọ́ọ̀tì náà nìyẹn kò ṣe kó bóyá automatic àbí wọ́n mú ẹ̀jẹ̀ àbọ̀ ń ṣe nǹkan ta ló kí ni ẹ̀ ń dá padà ẹ̀mí tù.
Well, if you look at the passion for justice, but I need you to know that this passion for justice for Mohbad is basically from those in the diaspora. They are the ones that are really, they want a better country. They have come to understand what injustice feels like and what should be and what should not be. It is so sad. This world is full of wickedness. This world is full of evil. Well, I don't know what you think of all of this so far. You heard what our guest said, how he has taken time to process, because people were like, there is this, when Mohbad passed away, Cynthia tried to manipulate. She tried to put out a lot of gibberish. She tried to make us see Mohbad's childhood friend as the person who is responsible. She did not want to put anything that could be damaging on Mohbad's image because she knows that that is not the best or right thing to do. But when the part of Prime Boy could not work, she's left with nothing than to go on camera, TV, talking. She could not continue that Prime Boy is the one that used juju. She removed that. She erased that narrative. She wanted to hang it on the industry god that she was unable to mention. Who are this industry god? Now, we are not saying that certain activity could not have happened between them. But is it the industry god that invited Mohbad to the show? Is it the industry god that now punched Mohbad, fought Mohbad? Is it the industry god? Or who had conflict with Mohbad? Now, is it about having conflict, or is it about what now became of him? Is it about Mohbad's decision not to go to the hospital when he was being told to, and he said no? Now, a lot of people would not have gone to the hospital because of the nature of the wound that they have. Like, oh, it's not really something that is big for me to now start going to the hospital to take care of it. But later, according to them, in the night, it seems somehow the injury was now becoming kind of hurting him or something. Oh, should we call the nurse? Calling of the nurse, that's where the story changed. But was there a fight between Cynthia and Mohbad? Yes. Now, the funniest of it is that those who are supporters of Cynthia, they try to keep this under, what is the big deal? What is even the big deal, self? Why are you guys being too emotional? Is it not normal fight that happens between couple? So why are you guys making it appear as if this fight is now something that is unbelievable, something that we have never seen? Like seriously? They started putting it in that space so that we will not see that fight between two people, if one person accidentally passes away, it's called manslaughter. If it has some intentional, then we are going to call it homicide or femicide. Well, it has happened, and a lot of people want to know what and why this is happening. They want to understand why so many lies. The thing is, these guys don't want to go prison. Nobody wants to go to the prison, even if they are guilty of it. So we don't expect that the coroner inquest was going to yield anything. The coroner inquest was not going to yield anything, because for the coroner inquest to make sense, then there must be 100% full detail. 100% full detail. 100% full detail. Very important. 100% full detail is important. 100% full detail. Very important. But, they made it like, and let us just manipulate it. Let us lie. Let us not say the truth. Let us not be clear about it. Everyone is, where are they going to get evidence that will be presented and used at the coroner inquest? Like, okay, the lawyers are asking questions, and till today, what have they compared and contrasted? Have they gotten enough? Immediately, the private autopsy thing came out, and they said, the first was inconclusive. The other one was something else that, the private one that people donated money to. Then we now started hearing stories of how one person won this and that. It's a terrible thing. It is so terrible and unbelievable. But it is what it is, though. It is what it is. A lot of people are conscious. A lot of people are worried of the results so far, of the events. It seems at the end of the day, justice cannot be, it seems we can't get justice via that coroner inquest. There must be other ways to get that justice. That is the truth of it. There must be other ways to get that justice. And the only way, as you heard, Mafia has kept on saying, that they have to look at external to be able to get this thing. But since it seems the video it's so sad, video evidence for us to compare and contrast. The driver had already said I was parked in front because I didn't want to leave. Mohbad's wife came down, gave me some money, did this and that. The story so far it's not just clear, and one must learn one or two things from it, so as to be able to survive. Because this world, there is so much happening. This world is full of wickedness. This world is full of evil. If you are not careful, you might get swept along with it. Imagine if Mohbad was alive. What will he have to say? What will he be saying? How will he be able to express himself? What is he going to say? For real? Are there regrets? What I would have done? What I wouldn't have done? I'm sure you will have regrets. Like, we've heard it all. And we are alive. That relationship you are in, is that the kind of relationship, aggressive, violent relationship, is that what you want to continue in? These are the questions to ask. These are the questions to ask. Do you want to continue in it or not? Do you want to continue in that relationship? Is that decision you're taking? That decision you're taking, do you think it is helpful? Do you think that decision is going to help your life? These are the things to ask. These are what to ask. Very important, because as it is, I think the demise of Mohbad is really something to learn from. If not, it's really something to learn from. It's really something to learn from. Very important, something to learn from. If not, what else is it? Apart from we seeking for justice, fighting for justice, pressing for justice, pushing for justice, wanting justice, what have you learned from it? Have you learned anything so far? Because you must not repeat. You can't repeat it. You can't dare it. And there are other things too that I think a lot of people have not really looked into. The part of using auxiliary nurses. Many people do this because they cannot afford to go to a proper hospital. Many people do this because they think it's easier. Let me be in my space, in my house. Let the auxiliary come in. And after all, what are the pain, cuts, malaria, typhoid, general, okay, let them just come treat me. We've seen a lot of cases of people bringing in auxiliary nurse and they pass away there. Why? Is it because the auxiliary nurses do not know what to administer? It could be. Are there tests done? I'm not saying people cannot pass away in hospital. They might have already been halfway gone. We've seen celebrities, actors, actresses who took in, they brought in they have this nurse that takes care of them. That's it. Like, I already have a nurse that does this thing for me. It's a serious situation, because the health system in Nigeria is kind of, you can't just be sick and then you want to go to, it's a whole lot of billing. So because of that, they want a cheaper, come and treat me. You might be lucky to have someone who is experienced and knows what to do. But most of these auxiliary nurses, in fact, all of them, they are not qualified, and most of them don't even understand. They don't have wisdom or knowledge of anything. So it will be a kind of risky venture for you to put yourself in that space. Because we know about if the nurse did not come, the nurse came, treated someone else. We've heard so much about that. We've heard so much about it. But what would have sorted everything would be visuals. CCTV. It will tell us when Mohbad got in, how Mohbad left that house, who got into that house, who did not get in, at what time did the nurse the nurse come with someone else? When did she leave the house? What happened here? What happened there? CCTV would have given us all of these answers, but unfortunately, we are where we are. We are where we are. No CCTV. Nothing.